Hey everybody, it's Sonja Lewis, host of UIO Podcast, the podcast for teenage girls. Yes, that's the one. Welcome to our second vlog in our autumn vlogging season. Today we're going to be talking about navigating the new normal. And I have some great tips from our Navigating the New Normal podcast with public speaker Suzie Lavington, and also some personal gems from me. But before we jump in, let me remind you to subscribe so that you don't miss a single vlog or a single podcast for that matter ever again. How has the new normal been for you? What's it been like returning to school? What's it been like connecting and hanging out with your friends? What has it been like joining in sports or in a club? I would venture to say that it is different, because it's different for me too. It's different for all of us living under the cloud of a pandemic. For example, I've been to the United States twice this year, and what a palaver that's been, organizing the PCR tests that you have to take within 3 days of travel, filling out complicated passenger relocator forms, worrying about whether your mask is good enough, whether you're going to be able to handle it throughout the entire flight, because you have to wear a mask the entire flight. It's been very different, I would say, but I would also say it's been necessary to keep us all safe and well. It is our new normal, at least for now. So let's talk about how to navigate it, particularly when it becomes a little bit complicated and frustrating. And to do that, I want to look at 6 of our hot tips from our podcast, again, Navigating the New Normal with Suzie Lavington. So the first tip is to reframe your thoughts. Why? Because when you reframe your thoughts, your brain tends to look for solutions and think ahead towards the future. Instead of thinking about all the things that you missed out on, for example, sitting exams, hanging out with your friends, having your big epic birthday party, going to the prom, for goodness sake. I know, I missed out on a lot of things too. The brain tends to help you focus on the good things that have happened and to look towards the future with positivity and hope. A good example from our podcast is that if you missed your 16th birthday party, plan your 18th birthday party. It'll be bigger and better. Let's look at tip 2. Manage your emotions, because if you don't manage them, they will manage you. Emotions drive what we do, and they can also be quite contagious. So, for example, if you're in a really negative state and being really negative about something and very emotional about it, and you reel a friend in as well, one expert says you just as well have sneezed on your friend's brain. Oh my goodness, so there's a lot of negativity going on. So it's very important to spread some positive energy and focus on gratitude, for example. And, what are you thankful for? What are you hoping for? And that tends to turn things around, and it's just healthier altogether. For example, I am so thankful to be able to fly to the United States. I didn't fly to the United States for well over a year. And I hope that soon we can travel with less restrictions, but only when COVID relaxes as well. So let's move on to tip 3. And this one is to honor your boundaries. And this is important all the time, but particularly when you're under duress and you're feeling threatened, or you're feeling like you're taking more risk than you normally would take in your life. And it's easier said than done. For example, I'd love to go back to theater because I love theater, but given that I'm likely to either experience a little bit more anxiety than I want to experience right now, or go into a full-blown panic attack, I have to say no. So remember that no means no, and you don't have to do something because everybody else is actually doing it. You remember our podcast on peer pressure? Those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter. really, really good tip to keep in mind. Tip 4, stay connected with your friends. And that might be a bit easier now that the restrictions have eased, but I just want to stress the importance of practicing COVID safety when hanging out and meeting up. In the UK, we say hands, space, face, and remember those things. And even when it's not possible to meet up, continue to connect with technology. Just remember to stay safe and well there too. Lights out at least an hour before turning in. It's important to get your sleep. Tip number 5, push through a fear to achieve a goal. Deal with the nagging issue. Write that presentation that you need to write. Clear the air with someone. These are about things that you need to do, but you don't really want to do them because they make you feel a bit jittery. And the point is, pushing through fear is often an opportunity for confidence building, and that's really key. So go on and do it. You'll gain tremendously by doing that thing that you need to do, but you're a little bit reticent about it. Tip number 6, control what you can and let everybody else worry about the rest. And surprise, surprise, no one controls some things like whether a new variant is coming and so forth and so on. We're living in uncertain times. So get your certainty by controlling what you can. Your experience in school, your experience with your friends, your experience with your thinking. This takes us back to tip 1, reframe your thinking, reframe your negative thoughts. And when all is said and done, it is unlikely that COVID will be so intense forever, though it feels like a never-ending story. I'm telling you, it really does. The world has been here, been there and done that before. So just think about it this way. It will soon be history, but for now, it is our new normal. So thanks for checking out this vlog, and stay safe and well while living your best life ever right now. Again, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss a vlog or a podcast without a beat. And remember, it is for you and about you, inside out. It is you-I-O. See you next time, and thank you so much for being here.